Alright, hello, welcome back. Now, we have some stuff to talk about. For those of you who might have been a little bit unaware, an event by the name of CCXP has just finished. I believe we've talked about this event before on the channel, probably a while ago, saying that Sonic 3 stuff could get shown off at it, and well, we were correct. Now, at CCXP, Paramount actually showed off some stuff for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, showing off a bunch of different things for all of the attendees to watch. That's right, 10 whole minutes of Sonic Movie 3 that we have technically kind of already seen some bits of. We'll get into it. And people who were actually there managed to actually retell what was being shown, and it seems that most of stuff that was shown at CCXP is stuff we've seen from trailers. Now, it's not just trailer shots, it's actually shots that are from the trailer but extended and with context. Like, for example, it shows how the little scene we've seen of Shadow kicking up the gun and holding it in his hand actually relates to the Tokyo fight. Now, before we get into what scenes are actually shown, we want to talk about something that was quite big that got confirmed. Now, Collider, who are actually present at the event, posted an article saying Paramount not only just showed off some new footage from the movie, but also announced that the third outing of the Blue Blur will reportedly have multiple post-credit scenes. This was confirmed by the producers of the film, who said there are end credit sequences up until the last second of the runtime. Confirming basically straight away, right off the bat, that Sonic Movie 3 will have multiple post-credit scenes. Not just one, there will be 2, possibly 3, maybe 4? We don't know how many exactly, but it's at least 2. Any more, I'd be perfectly fine with more. I want like at least 3 or 4 of them. Now, in my opinion, I feel like it's going to be one serious post-credit scene that actually reveals something big, and one silly post-credit scene that's just going to be something a little bit stupid. Don't know why, but to me, that just seems like the most likely outcome. That's probably where it's gonna go. Now we get onto the juicy stuff. What's all the cool and interesting things that have come out? Whilst we don't have any recordings of the footage that was shown, we do actually have accounts from people who were there in the crowd and basically wrote down what was being shown to them. It's like we traveled back in time a couple hundred years, and videos just don't exist anymore. Just imagine this stuff in your head. So these descriptions come from IGN, so thank you very much, IGN, for being at CCXP and writing this stuff down so that we could read it all and imagine it all in our heads. Thank you. They say the footage starts with a helicopter flying over the city as we see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles arrive. A rogue alien is on the loose and Sonic questions how they can find him. You'll know who the rogue alien is. That's Shadow the goddamn Hedgehog. The trio drop out of the helicopter and Sonic jokes he doesn't know if they are after Godzilla or Hello Kitty. They parachute down and they land on their ground as everything around them is wildly chaotic. Tails notes that the energy readings are off the charts, and right after a Hummer flies through the air that Knuckles catches, Shadow emerges from the fire. That's so cool. That's insanely cool. That's so sick. I'm a big fan of that. Sonic says, "Are you guys seeing this?" Shadow says, "You're a colorful bunch." Sonic mentions Shadow looks like him, to which Shadow says, "I don't look like you look like me." Shadow warns the trio that they should leave, and Sonic says that they don't want to fight him. Knuckles, however, says they actually do, which is a mix of some stuff we have seen from the trailers, but some new dialogue. Shadow says, "I don't look like you look like me." Oh my... That's insanely cool. That's so goddamn cool. This is when the fighting begins, and Knuckles jumps at Shadow, who teleports and knocks him back with ease. Sonic says he can't take out all of them at once, but he does just that with ease. Shadow drives away on a motorcycle and warns the crew not to follow him, and despite Tails warning Sonic not to follow him, he does. Shadow shoots at Sonic from the motorcycle and the pair race through the city, with Shadow saying, "The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you." Shadow rockets his bike into the sky as Sonic jumps up and they collide as the power in the city goes out. Now, this is actually quite cool to hear. It seems like when Shadow kicks the gun into his hands and he picks it up and drives away, he tells Sonic crew to not follow him, which I actually kind of love. It's like he's warning them and saying, guys, you don't want this. Stay away from me. And that's where the first clip ends. That's all they see for the Tokyo fight, and it seems that the Tokyo fight is actually shorter than we think it is. Hopefully they've cut some stuff out of the footage that they've shown these people at CCXP, because if not, it seems that that fight is actually going to last about like 3 to 4 minutes, which is kind of disappointing. I wanted that fight to be really long. But it just seems like it's Shadow kicking all of their butts and then Sonic actually just chasing Shadow, and a little bit more fighting happens there. They then say the second clip begins with Tom and Maddie relaxing at home with some of their new hobbies, including bread making and knitting. Tails, Sonic, and Knuckles arrive via a portal and ask for their help with a top secret mission, and they agree without hesitation. Which again is a scene we've seen in the trailer, but of course they've just got a little bit more context on it this time. Tails brings up the schematics of gun headquarters and Sonic plans to run in super fast. Unfortunately, there are energy fields that can incinerate them. Tails, in all of his wisdom, has a plan to disable the shield via a server room. Sonic will need to get past lasers that will cut him into a million pieces, and he asks, can't we just get Tom Cruise to do this? Which perfectly follows the humor of the Sonic movies. I'm not surprised he says that whatsoever. They all then travel to London and Knuckles threatens to power his way in. Maddie and Tom make their way into the server room and Tails picks up 2 heat signatures on their way to the vault. This is when both Robotniks show up as they were already inside of the vault. Sonic then begins running, but Tails hasn't disabled the shields yet. Sonic runs across the Abbey Road crosswalk and then Buckingham Palace while saying, "Which way to Hogwarts?" He then flies through the air and is about to collide with the shield when Tails catches him and throws him through a gap to safety. This is a clip we've already seen in some TV spots, so it seems that they are just showing us clips that have already been shown. There's nothing new, we're not being spoiled, okay? It's just extended looks at trailer things we've already seen. And Sonic, British jokes, I swear to God, I will have you laid out on a table so fast that I will kill you. Please don't make British jokes, that'd be a bit mean. And that's all the description we really get. We get some extended looks at the scene from the trailers, and we get confirmation that we're going to have more than one post-credit scene. That is just perfect news to me. We are going to get more than one post-credit scene in Sonic Movie 3, revealing more stuff for the Sonic Movie Cinematic Universe, and I am so excited. And reading those descriptions, thinking of what was being shown in my head, we are in for an absolute treat. This film is going to be so good. Anyways, let me all know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of the footage that was shown at CCXP, and do you wish you were there watching it in the crowd? Because I certainly know I do. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe on the #1 Sonic Movie news source. That is proven fact, by the way. That is a proven one. And I will see you in a bit. Good.